two members of our family, Officer Howie Liebengood, and Officer Brian Sicknick, who was just honored this past week in the Rotunda. Words cannot express how much we appreciate the tremendous honor that Congress bestowed upon him with the Line and Honor ceremony and the moving tribute. We will carry these heroes and their families with us for the rest of our careers. Their deaths will not be in vain. Our department was challenged like never before, and I want to thank the United States Capitol Police officers for their heroic efforts on January 6. The continued long hours and the sacrifices that they continue to endure in order for our department to meet our mission to protect Congress during this heightened threat environment which we continue to operate in. The resolve of our department was tested, and we will not be intimidated or beaten down. We will get through this together. I also want to thank Congress and the American people for their outpouring of emotion for our department. Our healing has barely begun, but the donated food, supplies, calls, emails, cards, and letters, all of this support for our officers has been tremendously moving. And of course, the support that has been most critical has been that of our families and loved ones, our husbands, wives, partners, and children. Their support day in and day out is what gets us through. They too bear the burden and share the sacrifice. They are also tired, sad, frustrated, and overwhelmed. Since the insurrection on January 6th and my appointment as the acting chief on January 8th, the department's executive team and I have been focused on three areas. First and foremost, taking care of our employees who have worked tirelessly and sacrificed much in service to our mission. Secondly, ensuring that the Congress and the United States Capitol are safe and secure. And thirdly, ensuring that the incidents that occurred on January 6th never happen again. When thousands of insurrectionists stormed the U.S. Capitol, the Capitol Police officers who were on the front lines performed bravely in the face of extraordinary violence and destruction. They were engaged in hand-to-hand combat, assaulted with chemical irritants and tasers. They were assaulted with pipes, bats, bricks, and American flagpoles. In all, 125 Capitol Police officers were physically assaulted and over 70 injured. The damage extends beyond their physical injuries. From a mental health perspective, many are understandably struggling. What happened was traumatic, which is why we have ensured our officers and their families get the counseling and peer support services they need. This includes 24/7 access to peer support and professional counselors to help them process the trauma they experienced. Understanding the continuous demands that have been placed on our department, we have adjusted officer shifts and communicated with the USCP Police Union in order to allow them time with their families and to get much needed rest. In addition to taking care of our officers, we needed to work quickly to secure the Capitol complex for inauguration as well as additional upcoming congressional events. The National Guard has been working side by side with our officers since January 6th, assisting us in securing the campus. We have taken steps to ensure that the operational tempo and the posture of the department conforms with the available intelligence. We've also reinstituted critical emergency training and will be providing officers with additional training based on the lessons we have learned. Our executive leadership is conducting our own thorough internal review, including an extensive physical security assessment of the Capitol complex. We will be making significant changes to our operations, policies, and procedures based on the findings, as well as the findings from other concurrent reviews being conducted by the department's Inspector General and General Russell Honore at the behest of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I look forward to all of these reviews and the changes that they will prompt. Having been with the department for 20 years, I say with absolute certainty that the January 6th attack forever changed this department. But working with Congress, we can and we will make it for the better. To me, to Congress, and the American people, the police officers who defended the Capitol complex in the face of extraordinary violence and destruction on that day are heroes. I am proud to serve alongside them, and our nation is lucky to have them. Thank you for your time and your support.
All right, so once again, just to let you in on what she was saying, she said, first off, that she obviously sends her condolences to everyone who was involved with the riots as part of the police family. They did lose 2 lives, and she said their department was challenged like they've never seen before, but they will not be intimidated or beat down. And she says the officers who were on the front line did face it bravely. She said because of the riots now, they have been trying to get counseling and peer support to many of their officers to help process the trauma that they saw. And she said they've been doing some adjustments already as far as officers' shifts go to help give them some rest, let them be around family. And they're going to continue to make changes within their organization based on investigations into those violent riots that took place again nearly 1 month ago. We'll continue to bring you more news as it happens. Some of you are going to be continuing along with that Illinois officials as they